Yeah, there we go. Well, just in time. Only just. Seconds before it was technically late. But I wasn't late. I made it. So hello and welcome to our second run-through of Home Safety Hotline. We're hopefully going to finish it. Even if we can't actually remember half of what all the things were. Because we've had a week and that might as well have been 10 years for me. But we're going to try. So I think we've done Thursday. I think we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday to tick off. Hopefully it's saved. That's promising. Right, let's check the mail. Ooh, okay. That's a cat, I think. Is that a cat? Maybe not. I thought it was like a cat's eye, but the whole thing around it looks kind of... Yeah. The hola is breachhead. Repeat, the hola is breached. It's not safe here. I must find a new spot. It knows I'm here. Good. Anyway, scheduling changes. Due to a shortage of available staff, we will need you to come work this Saturday and Sunday. Thank you for being a team player. Yeah, well, give me a choice. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, not too bad. Bit worn out this week, but not terribly bad week, so can't complain too much. You? Let's go you, and let's just jump straight into it. Because, yeah, like I say, it's going to be a bit apocalyptic, because I've got to try and remember all these things, especially as the network might go down at any moment. Friday. Which would have been a nice day if we hadn't been told we were working the weekend as well, so... Hopefully we can work from home. If we're electronically clocking in, I'm presuming working remotely. There we go. Still got plenty of inaccessible ones. Have a look at you again. Headaches, fever, eye discoloration. Yeah. Because we obviously weren't sure about the carbon monoxide one. Is that Carol? Yep.
Hello. Supervisor Carol here. Thine accuracy continues to impress those of us above and below the soil. I have updated your permissions once more. Keep up the great work, employee. Our eyes rest soundly upon thee.
Why are you talking like that, Carol? You a druid? Permissions have been updated. New entries now available. Okay, what do we got? Animation. Oh, Lord. A tiny miniature humanoid figure such as dolls that are capable of moving. Ooh, that was quick. Hi, Patrice.
There were Satan worshippers in my shed.
My shed.
My no-good teenager haven't joined up with one of those dungeon dragon cults they say these days, because he's been gone for days now, and the next thing you know, I find a dang tree growing in my shed. The tree is all covered in torn-up fabric and some kind of black liquid. Classic satanistic ritual crap, I assume. Tell me what I can do to get these godless teens off my property.
Okay. So there is a new tree, and the kid's gone missing. So we'll have a look. I don't remember anything about that. I suppose it could have been the bush, like the false rose bush, but we'll have a look. Homeowners animations most commonly report clattering noises at night or missing or stolen household jump picks. Presence may indicate the interest of other potentially dangerous parties. I hope you're doing okay, and that's good. We'll need those notes. Animation persists. Most of them will depart or collapse on their own after completing their intended function. So, okay. It's probably not that helpful. Closet labyrinth. Large twisting networks of tunnels that are known to occasionally appear inside of the closets or wardrobes of wealthy homeowners or left behind in homes once owned by the wealthy. They report missing clothes and the sound of distant cries. That's horrible. Incredibly easy to get lost in by design, and can be hazardous to the homeowners carrying valuable items. Okay, they are otherwise harmless to those who do not enter their domain. So you just lock the closet. Dreamweaver. Ooh, there it is. Big spider. Yeah, like that. Large spider-like creatures known to weave dreams into reality. They are also known to cause nearby humans to only dream about everything being covered in webs. Well, if there are no other spiders, then in they come. Dreamers are parasitic in nature and feed off the dreams of humans while they sleep. It's not causing any direct harms to humans. It can lead to increased anxiety and the large webs that can trap dust, pets, and children. They should refrain from sleeping for as long as possible to starve the creature. Coffee it is. False flower. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't think you'd want to sing about this particular dream either. It sounds like me in the shower. They are long slender creatures that vaguely resemble common houseplants. Their nose take root in indoor potted plants, disguising themselves among the flowers. Homeowners often report faint singing. Harmless, have left to their own devices, but if they will lash out if you try and spray them. Or try and remove them, sorry, and they'll spray a toxic chemical known to cause blindness or loss of sight. Is that not the same thing? I guess blindness is total blindness and loss of sight is like partial. Don't know. They're not to be disturbed. Water regularly and try not to notice their presence. Ignore their singing. Great advice. Just get on with it. It's a kobold. There it is. Adorable. They are 5-foot-tall human-like creatures with dog-like faces that are known to burrow into dark rooms or storage closets and make their homes. They will sometimes report broken floorboards. Kobolds are harmless to humans until they are discovered, at which point they will often lash out violently. If discovered, they will attempt to lure humans into their space by poking their dog-like heads out from behind corners and whimpering. Do not ever enter a kobold's domain. Okay, good to know. Rain nymph. Ooh, that's not fun. What the fuck?
Can you help me maybe? Sorry, yeah, I just need to take this thing for an hour or so and something to get your messed up or something. I can't hear you in there. Do you hear me? Yeah. Do you hear me? Hello? Can you see the place to go? The rain is coming out pretty hard.
Subspecies of the nymph that's most active during rainstorms. Faint humanoids with a glow in their eyes that often appear near windows and doors, asking to be let inside. Homeowners often report flooding. The floods they can cause lead to water damage, which can be both costly and dangerous at home. You can just ignore their pleas and stay away from doors and windows. Yeah, they were kind of nice. Maybe let's not invite them into our home though. Soap sprite. Maybe not. Substance sprite known for consuming bacteria and harmful microbes. They frequently occupy bathrooms, appearing similar to pink bars of soap, in order to feed off the hands that use them. They secrete a suds-like substance that is used to digest their meals. Fortunately, they can also spread the Fey flu to humans, making them a serious household hazard. You can just grab them with tongs and chuck them in the bin. Sprig tree. Sprig tree is a rapidly growing tree-like organism that takes root in a human body. They are known to cause structural damage to a home as they continue to grow, generally reaching their full size in a matter of days even. They are known to be caused by the touch of a spriggan. They are incredibly deadly to those infected and result in death once they have reached a certain size. Anyone near a sprig tree while it is growing in an indoor location is also at risk of injury or death from the structural damage that will occur as it grows. There is no cure. Vacate the premises. Do not touch a person or the black substance that leaks from them under any circumstance. She did mention some kind of black liquid. Yeah, so I think he's been touched by a spriggan dog. Begin looking for a new home and arrange any funeral service as needed for the affected individual. He's gone for days now, and I find a dang tree growing in my shed. 2.5 with some kind of black liquid. Yeah, I don't think the rose bush firstly, rosebush is not a tree, and it has nothing about black liquid or anything, so I think it's probably this. The worst tasting flavour is Sprite. Yeah, I mean Sprite isn't particularly great to begin with. Sprig vines. Rapidly growing vines that only consume a house and block off exits. They're often a sign that a spriggan has been provoked. They're not very dangerous on their own and can be cut. They can block exits, which create struggles when needing to exit the house in a hurry, such as in the case of floods, fires, or a spriggan in pursuit. And they'll grow as long as the spriggan that made it desires them. So leave, basically. And last but not least, the trash gnome. Fluffy. Some species of gnome with thick brownish grey fur, frog-like eyes, and large gaping mouths. They're known to seek out trash receptacles and burrow inside them for both food and shelter. They often report the smell of rotten eggs, finding large clumps of fur throughout the house, tipped garbage cans, and loud crunching sounds at night. They are highly territorial. Their bite isn't fatal, but it can lead to inconvenient and painful circumstances, such as the loss of a finger or nose, while you're attempting to remove the trash. And they can spread deadly diseases. Do not let trash be idle in your home for more than a day or two. Ooh. Well, I'm prime candidate for a trash gnome now. So let's have a look at this fourth rose bush, just in case there's anything there about oozing. I think it's a teenager, so they're unlikely to be small. And it doesn't say anything about... This lady's got a sprig tree, I think. Because look, teenager's gone. And once the tree is just taken over, basically. Yeah. Reaching their full size in a matter of days. So she just didn't check the shed, I guess. They're playing Dungeons and Dragons in the shed and he became a tree. Some kind of black liquid. Or the black substance that leaks from them. Yeah. I mean, it's very much a stereotype of southern people, but yeah, it's a stereotype for a reason, I suppose. So yeah, you got a sprig tree, dog. Your son is dead. Leave the property immediately. Hope that helps. Sprig tree. Boom. Usually we get like a previous one. Not a new one, but pretty confident that's a sprig tree. Now we wait. The hold music doesn't play for us. Shouldn't we have like a radio in the background or something? Can't even move you down to play some solitaire or something. I think I made that joke last week. Yeah. Alright, what's up? Phil. Holes.
Holes? There's holes everywhere on my face. The doctors will help. They're trying to take me somewhere. Please, you have to help me. You have to...
I think that was the one we got wrong. Maybe it wasn't carbon monoxide, maybe it was the Fey flu. I think he was the carbon monoxide guy. Well, we couldn't have helped anyway, to be fair. Pretty sure Fey flu is a, you know, a Scrooge kind of situation. Ooh.
Hey, I called last week about some noises in my house, and after following the instructions you sent me, they still seem to be happening. I already told you guys what was happening, but the short story is that every night I'm hearing clattering noises coming from the kitchen. In the morning, I usually check the kitchen for any signs of droppings or whatever, but the place looks spotless. Can you please tell me what's actually happening so I can get some sleep?
Okay, so something's clattering in the kitchen. But it's not like dirty, everything's spotless.
Please hold.
Okay, so that indicates a sort of Hobb-like effect. But... oh. Doesn't say anything about a clattering noise. It's more like dripping. It can't be a toilet hob. Common hob. Okay, I didn't say anything about clattering. I mean, that is a clattering, but I don't know. Let's have a look down. Anything known for being in the kitchens? Yeah. Yeah. I guess we got 2 wrong. Because they don't call back unless you get one wrong. So I guess that explains why it's 77%, 3/4. We got 2 wrong. I can live with that. I was so sure it was carbon monoxide, but I guess it was actually Fey flu. Right. Sure says, every night I'm hearing clattering noises coming from the kitchen. In the morning, the kitchen is clean. Probably hear more about that. Plus, I don't think Americans keep their washing machine in their kitchen, don't they? Normally have a separate laundry room or something. Just jazz out with this music for a bit while I think. The only thing I can think of is it might be a common hob because it's cleaning, and that did sound clattery-like. But it sounds too easy. Can't be a trash gnome because he's not seeing anything, because it's spotless, and they leave like clumps of fur around him. Tipped garbage cans and stuff. Let's go down. Well, it can't be a bat, it's not likely to be any of these. It's the hob for clattering. Dream weavers, nothing to do with that. Not going to be any of the false stuff. There's no cracks, there's no fracture hobs. Kind of frozen pipes wouldn't do anything like that, that would make a smell anyway. Gopher in the kitchen. The horde you'd obviously notice. Houseflies, spider, kobold. Doesn't clatter, does it? No, there's no broken floorboards. There's no whining or anything like that. Night gnome. That's the one that watches you while you sleep, isn't it? Yeah. Gotta be careful about them. There's pet growth. It's a bubbling noise, not a clattering noise. Yep. Pipe hob doesn't strike me as... I guess maybe just a dripping noise. Oh, that's a clattering. Clattering noises coming from the kitchen. I mean, there are pipes and stuff in the kitchen. Gotta leave a clipping of hair out. Water broccoli, soap sprite. They don't clatter. Slug, tea sprite, termite sticks, toilet hob. So I feel like it's gonna be one of these 2 hobs. So I'm looking at common hob. Yeah, it's a classic. That's more a stomping noise. So I guess it could be a pipe hob, because there was clattering there, and he's cleaning up after him. They will probably emerge and consume any dirt, grime, and hair in the surrounding area, cleaning it in the process. It's clattering at night. He's talking about getting some sleep. Yeah, and every night I'm hearing clattering noises. This looks spotless. Oh, it's a really weak link. But the only thing I can think of might be a pipe hob, because that's clattering in its audio. So can't push it forwards, but there's definite clattering towards the end. There we go. Which sounds like it's messing with like bowls and plates and stuff that would be in the kitchen. I haven't got anything better. If we fail and have to start again from the beginning, we'll just skip over to Dave the Diver until I can build us back up for some time in the future. Yeah, that's good. I've seen your comments coming in, it's very appreciated. You've probably got a pipe Hobb dog, but what do I know? I'm sure I'll be hearing from you again soon. Can the next one give me... Oh, that was fast. Pamela.
Yes, hi. I recently purchased from your company one of your home security installation services, and not a week later, I'm still getting break-ins. As I mentioned prior, someone has been breaking into the greenhouse and taunting us with their singing. They could be some insane serial killer, for all we know. All they do is sing at night, but no one in my family feels safe anymore. None of your stupid security alarms even went off.
That's because they were there to begin with. Yeah, greenhouse, obviously plants, and they're singing.
Please hold.
So we get this lovely... So listen to that lovely song again. There it is. Yeah, my advice is to water them and just ignore the singing. Because yes, greenhouse, where all the plants are, and they're singing in the greenhouse. So yeah, nothing's gone off, so no one's actually breaking in. It's something that was always in the greenhouse. So you got a false flower, dog. There we go. Have fun. Being told to just ignore your problems. Alright, let's have someone call back and tell me I was wrong. Oh, Flipper.
Hey, Flipper here. I've got 2 dumbbells that I bought from you that need a good spit shine. Know what I mean? These bells have got all kinds of grit, grime, grease. Can't even see my face in them when I'm deadlifting. Know what I mean? I'm looking at these bells right now here. I'm seeing spit, crud, and juice, and
Hey, who are you? How did you get in? Hey, now easy there. Get away. Get away.
Okay. Okay, well, these weird prank phone calls suddenly took a bit of a creepy turn. Thanks for calling. Yeah, most likely, yeah. Yeah, she has been getting a bit Shakespearean to me, which is Just rearranging papers on my desk. Drawing little shapes. There we go.
Hello, Supervisor Carol here. I noticed that you've been experiencing regular, disruptive calls from a false caller with ulterior motives. I've seen to it that this false caller shall no longer be a blight upon me. Keep up the good work, employee.
Much appreciated, Carol. No longer be a blight upon me. I thought she was calling to say, you've been fucking up too much. I mean, I thought you were just carrying on the Shakespeare thing, to be fair. I'm just gonna hum some. That doesn't sound good. Andy,
There's some kind of insect in my house, and I think it may have died. I saw this big, nasty thing fly in through the window, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere but I think maybe it electrocuted itself somewhere because I can smell this awful burning scent throughout the house. Can someone come find this thing and get it out of my house?
Okay, so something big flew in through the window and he's smelling a burning
Please
smell.
hold.
Okay. What is there? Oh, great. Oh dear. Your house is on fire, dog. It did, yeah. Yeah. Lamp sprites can overload like lamps and stuff, can't they? And that can make a burning smell. And that could easily be, a sprite could easily be mistaken for an insect. See what else we got. Night Wisp wouldn't float in, they would get you to come out. Unless a raccoon electrocuted itself, that seems unlikely. Tea-spike, termite sticks, smell old trash, and travel in your fungi, whiskey, and so. I think, off the top of my head, because we can't check, thankfully, lamp sprite is the only one I think that would create the burning smell as it burns out the lamp. And it's the only sort of thing that might be mistaken for an insect, so it can't be big. It's got to be small, it's got to fly. It's unlikely to be a housefly, because those make you think of death, apparently. Must be worth that faithful Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver doesn't have a smell of burning, and he would be reporting weird dreams. Bees are bees. Bed teeth, bed bugs, bats. Bats wouldn't smell like burning. And they wouldn't fly in through your window like that. I wouldn't have thought they would just nest up in wherever. So I think this guy's got a lamp sprite. This is my best guess because of the smell of burning as it overloads his lamps. My screen is dirty, so it fits in quite well. I'm terrible at wiping down my monitors. I'm not feeling as good about these ones as I was last week. We're less in the groove now. No, I just want you to fix the network error so I can check my mistake on lamp sprite in case. But, yeah. Now we wait. Hello, please don't be Carol. Oh, it's Albert.
It took my daughter! It took my daughter! She's gone! It wrapped its awful tendrils around her and took her down with it. I saw it with my own eyes. Please, send help! The police won't do anything! Send help!
Oh, there's Albert. I don't know why, but that kind of freaked me out a little bit. I thought it was some weird old man. But no, it's just a child. Anyway, it sounds like you got floor roots, dog. Because, you know, wrapped its tendrils around her and took her down with it.
Please hold.
Oh, thank God we're back. Let's hit the lamp sprite. Yeah, sometimes causing a burning smell in the home. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe I remembered that. Right. And got to wrap themselves around various objects. The available to awaken away humans, if not spotted quickly, a strangling hazard for human children and pets while they sleep. Yeah, by morning the dolls and roots should be gone. Wrapped sulfur toes around her and took her down. I don't think there's anything else that's like tendrily. If that's even a word. Let's have the usual flick down. I think you'd know if it was ants. They come in, the Hobbs don't steal children. Horse rose bush. Just want to see those feet again. Yeah. Although what the hell are they supposed to do against the roots? Yeah, they chase down prey. I think they just sort of like Or like cover them in the bush and then they're gone. Yeah. So I think if you saw that, it would be, I saw a bush eat my child. So that's probably fluorides. So let's just flick down the old memory lane. Night Wisp will take children, I think. Or take anyone, but it's literally just glowing balls that you follow to death. This music is getting more and more ominous as it goes on. Someone playing the organ into the phone there. Actually, whistling wide sprite excretions. You know, they grow through drywall. They don't grow in greenhouses, so I'm pretty sure we were right on that one. Anyway, you got floor roots, I think, dog, because of the tendrils and the wrapping around and the taking down because they come up through the floorboards. So, you got yourself some floor roots. You'll never see your child again. Floor roots. There we go. That took a long time. Good news, they've ceased their growth because they've wrapped around your child. Hope that makes you feel better. Oh, I was just about to take a drink.
It stole me! It stole me!
Oh, you seen a mirror nymph.
I'm not me anymore. It took me. It took me. I can't see myself anymore. I'm gone. Help me. Help, get me back, please.
Yeah, you saw a mirror nymph, didn't you? It saw your face.
Please hold.
Have some relaxing music. But you're screaming that your sense of self and your face is gone. Meanwhile, homeowners affected. Commonly report not being able to recognise their own face. Yeah, it stole me. Affected homeowners can restore their likeness by catching the mirror nymph and breaking its mirror with an iron implement. Get yourself a poker, girl. Go to town on that nymph. I think that's the only sort of thing that would still, like, your face. I'm not me anymore. I can't see myself anymore. Yeah. Because memory wisp would be, you know, I can't remember it. Like that guy who couldn't remember his loved one's face. This is more, you know, I can't see me anymore. So I think that's a mirror nymph. Again, we'll just have to flick. But I don't have to flick particularly far on this one, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that would do that. Yeah, that's a mirror nymph. That was a bit of a slam dunk, I'm hoping. Mirror nymph. Go get that nymph, girl. I'm going to have a drink and that will get the chord in. Or not. We got a big break this time. There we go. Hey, Ramona.
I think some homeless or druggies might be in my house because I keep finding used needles, cans, metal scrap, and other such nasty things on my living room carpet. I have children in this house, and this is a very serious hazard to their health. And before you say anything, yes, I already called the police, and they told me to call this number instead. So I assume that you will send over the proper authorities to deal with this matter promptly.
Yes, Ramona. Sounds like you got bored because of the needles. Invisible, odorless, collective consciousness, and only collecting large quantities of common household refuse. Excuse me, I think I need to clear my throat. Bear with. Okay, so vast concentration home and prone to spreading disease and inhabitants, rotten food, syringes, she mentioned used needles, rusty metal, you got cans, metal scrap, and other nasty things on your carpet. So I think it's a brand new horde that is just beginning to bring in stuff. And the fact that it's on her living room carpet makes you think it probably isn't the trash now. That would be near a bin. Oh. And she'd be finding clumps of fur. And she probably isn't keeping needles in her bin. Probably. I don't think of anything else that would just make random junk appear on the floor. So I think you have the horde. No, I think the link to like rusty metal and needles is pretty clear that it's the horde. I think they're on the more common household hazards that can be introduced. So, yeah, sell your house. Sell your house before too much trash gathers. Because if you do it early on, you might be able to clean it up before all of the viewers come around. So, and we'll bring in a hob for you. You know, it went so well for the old lady who sent in a spider to deal with the fly, so we'll send in the hob to deal with the horde. Right. Y'all got a horde. So you're home. Good luck. I wonder if in the future you'll ever have to declare that you've got a horde when you try and sell the house. I wonder if, like, if you raise the house to the ground and then rebuild it, whether the horde will still be there. I just saw Hobb and laser focused. What's this shift going on for? Maple.
Yeah, is there some kind of home security camera I can purchase from you guys? For the last few nights, we haven't gotten any sleep thanks to some punks outside with flashlights or something. Someone keeps flashing these bright lights through our windows at night, but I haven't been able to see who's doing it. I want to catch them on camera so I can finally bust these stupid teens for all they're worth.
Okay. Bright lights through our windows at night.
Please hold.
Makes me think of the night wisps. A form of bright floating lights. They hover outside windows at night. He didn't say anything about whispering. But he clearly thinks they're people because they're punks outside. Bright lights through our windows at night. I can't think of anything else that would be bright light outside their window at night. Most of this stuff is inside. The lamp sprite is inside. None of these do anything light. Yeah, there's some strange names going on here. But you know, it's a tasty name. None of those are anything to do with light. So yeah, I can't even think of another thing it could be. It's the only thing I can think of that would be bright lights outside his house at night. Things we can't report teenagers. This is the thing you would call the police for. But yeah, I'm presuming if we get it wrong, then he'll start talking about how they're whispering to him and stuff like that. So then you sort of escalate it, I think, in the like when you get it wrong. Ticks, toilet hob, trash, no travel, unicorn, fungi, forward secretions. But there's something about unicorn fungi about holes in the building. Oh, that might have been it. They're furiously digging around inside their home. I wonder if that was what the dog one was then. Yeah, because he said he's never done that before. That dog one might have been unicorn fungi then. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with you, sir, who's got night wisps. I don't know what happens if you do listen to them. You probably do get like lost in the bogs around and stuff. That's like the whole will-o'-the-wisp thing, isn't it? Night Wisp. Sounds like an excellent tribute band name. There we go. Now we wait again. That was fast. Patty.
Hey, so... I think I found some kind of door. I feel like maybe I should step through it. Yeah, I think I need to go inside. The wind feels so nice.
Okay, she found some kind of door and it's encouraging her to go through. So there's a couple of choices what this could be. It could be a portal. She's talking about wind. Yeah, strong desire to enter. There we go. Found some kind of door. Supporting the wind, feeling nice, which is a draft. And a strong desire to enter, which she's definitely exhibiting. And we don't want the heating problems, of course. Yeah, it is, yeah. Especially with names. Just give people regular names, for God's sake. And then give them a cool nickname if you want to go crazy with it, but don't just make it so they'll be mocked constantly for every day of their life. Right, the other things it could be, just for completeness, is a closet labyrinth. Because it's a new door that's sort of opened up. Yeah, it's appeared inside the closet. But they report missing clothes and the sound of distant cries, so she didn't say anything about that. And it says nothing about a strong desire to enter, and she's definitely exhibiting that. Could also be a cellar grotto, but that's the same sort of thing. Yes, it's got to be a portal. 100% portal. Portal. Yeah. Oh, that portal gun would be kind of cool to have. Makes me think of an old like SCP where they find, like, I think it's like a projector with different coloured slides, and then they open up doors, and then they go in, and then there's like this weird giant stretched man walking around on its fingertips after them or something. SCP gets very weird. Jules.
This might,
What happened to your eyes?
sound strange, but I think there's some kind of, squid or something in my bathroom. I went into the bathroom in the middle of the night last night, and I could see something slithering under near the sink.
You got a soap sprite.
Little tentacles or, tendrils, or, whatever. But when I turned on the lights, nothing was there. I checked under the towel, under, that little soap thing and everything, but I know it's somewhere. It's too freaking big to have gone down the drain. Still gotta be hiding in here.
I think you got a soap sprite, dog. Because Pipe Hobb wouldn't come out and doesn't have tendrils. That's just a little fella.
Please hold.
Let's have a look at that Pipe Hobb actually. Yeah, they're just like Hobbs. They're just like tiny people. Yeah, I was thinking that, but I mean, there's hard to really determine much of the face. So I think it's soap sprite because you can tell that's got little tentacle fellas there. And it won't go down the drain, and it sort of slithered away. Yeah. See something slithering under the sink with its little tentacles or tendrils or whatever. Checked under the towel, under that little soap thing, dun dun dun, and everything. But I know it's somewhere. It's too freaking big to go out of the drain. It's just gonna be hiding in here. And so it's like something that you wouldn't really click if you just saw it. I think that's the only sort of tentacly little fella that we'd see around. You can very clearly see its tentacles there. Let's see what else might be slithering around. Mice don't have tentacles. Shouldn't have to say that, but it's this game, so I probably should. There's your full things. Dream Mover wouldn't be slithering with tentacles, that'd be a big old spider. And I don't think it would be in the bathroom, because generally you don't sleep in the bathroom. Yeah, I think you got a soap sprite. Animation's more like wooden dolls and shit, isn't it? Dolls, puppets, and marionettes, yeah. So I think it's this little fella. Let's do a slip around. Some kind of squid. That looks squiddy. You got a soap sprite dog. Mom was calling everyone dog again. I don't know where I picked that one up from. Game Grumps probably. Soap sprite. Nope. Well, unless it's soap sprite hentai. But, oh, 90% accuracy. Okay, damn. We actually did really well. I mean, we got some kind of softballs at the end, so that'll be why. And the days are getting longer, that's for sure. We might even get a coupon. Monitor setup, fan setup, security, under soil. Oh, they're getting closer. They were on like the hill at the start of the week. Yeah, thunderpeak.mv. So what we got going on here. Great American Hikes. Brought to you by the Home Safety Hotline. Thunder Peak. Thunder Peak is one of America's most dangerous yet rewarding hiking locations. This guide will show you how you can be best prepared for one of nature's most beautiful trails. To illustrate that, here's a bush. Supplies. Yes. What do we need? As with any hiking trail, you want to ensure you come prepared with supplies to help you meet the demanding physical trials ahead. Yep. Hiking boots, yeah, that's probably a good shout. A water bottle, yeah. You probably want two, but... Iron sword. To cut past the Fae. Climbing gloves. If you don't have access to all these materials, be sure to consult one of the Thunder Peak Park guides before embarking. Hey, do you have any iron swords I can borrow from my trek? The trail. Thunder Peak Trail is a straightforward but steep trail, consisting mostly of switchbacks leading to a natural cave and finally a short climb up to its pristine peak. Straightforward my ass. Pace yourself as you progress. This both conserves energy and helps you appreciate the scenery around you. My face is actually paved. When you're like scrubbing up gravel hills, it's really a killer. Be sure to stop and read the info signs listed along the trail. When you see red and yellow lines, it means you're in a high rockfall area. Travel with caution. Once you've entered the quiet zone, remain completely silent. As you approach the cave entrance, remove your hiking boots. Enter the cave. When inside the cave, move carefully and quietly. Do not stop. Follow the lights. Do not stray. If you hear this sound, stay still and unsheath your sword. Just a straightforward hike. There we go. Once you exit the cave, put on your boots and gloves for the final climb to the peak. And yeah, he totally knew what a Hobbit was. He just thought it was going to be a flop film. You made it. Now enjoy the view. Try not to think about what the hell just happened. Yeah, I'm more worried about being run down. Well, that was fun. We all enjoyed that. Oh, Mike's address is no longer active. Hello, if you're receiving this email, it's because you've been emailed by this address before. The employee this address is registered to is no longer employed here at Home Safety Hotline. As of, yeah, this address will be shut down, no longer able to send or receive messages. Oh dear, they got him. Oh, a coupon. Today's daily coupon is hag hide. Sourced cruelty-free from the perished and treated with our flower-scented formula. These are the best quality hag hides you'll find. This month only, we'll even throw in an iron wall mount free of charge. Let the whispers keep your bed the safe haven it should be. Sleep easier, sleep safer. Haggling for deals. Definitely want that on my wall so I can whisper me to sleep. Anyway. Hello. Saturday. Working overtime. And a Carol. Doth thou bequeath me more entries? I got 90% last time, which is more than I was expecting, given there were a couple of guest ones. I wonder who's going to ring in to say we were wrong. Yeah. Sean Connery's always been a bit like that, though, to be fair. He's taken a lot of flop films in his career. Right, Carol. There we go.
Park employee, lend thine ear once more. Supervisor Carol here again. I've updated thy permissions to grant thee access to all relevant household hazard information. Continue thy labors, employee. Soon thy time in the soil arriveth. Prepare thy body.
Body prepared. We got all of them. So look then. Autumn vines. Vines are orange red leaves that are known to slowly grow over a house, frequently occurring during the fall. They often report feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or blissful. Yeah, very much so. Oh, Brittany.
What kind of
Why do you look
animal
like
has
that?
gotten into my cellar? I know it's down there because I can hear it flapping around sometimes when the house is quiet. Tell me, what to do to get rid of this thing? Because I think it's getting into all my Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays. I found a whole bunch of broken bottles on the floor. Stupid thing is probably getting loaded.
Okay, that's sounds like you got a wine sprite there. I know my wine.
Please hold.
So I will hold you while we look at wine sprite in a bit. But I want to have a look at these things. Autumn vines release pheromones that can cause household accidents thanks to their blissful dizzying effects. Locate where the initial growth is coming from. For an extended red parent vine, pull it out by the roots and burn it. Prevent so by making regular offerings of insects or meat substance to the ones beneath the soil. Bed hag. This is the thing. Yeah, this is the thing we got on our wall. That must have been fun to record. Large humanoid creatures with elderly women-like appearance. They are known to dwell beneath beds, hammocks, and other hammocks. so you'd be able to see them very easily. And other suspended sleeping apparatus. Homeowners infested with bed hags will sometimes report croaking or wheezing sounds. God, I'm yawning again. I need to pour this coffee. Wheezing sounds at night, or they have their feeling of a heavy weight on their chest at night. They're not dangerous to most healthy human adults. But small children and humans suffering from breathing problems such as asthma may be adversely affected by their presence because they are sitting on you at night. Bed hags are known to steal the breath of their sleeping subjects at night, causing a shortness of breath and sometimes sleep paralysis. They can in fact be beneficial, as their presence can frighten off other pests such as various insects or mice. Okay. Get yourself an old woman under your bed. The perfect pest control program. Dorsha. Dorsha is the one who delivers. Homeowners experiencing Dorsha commonly report feelings of immense dread and a sensation of being followed or pursued. They may also experience visions of a great lurking shadow. Oh yeah, there's its face. Hairy. Dorsha will deliver that which it seeks. There is no coming back from deliverance. Dorsha is otherwise harmless to humans it does not seek. To be sought is to be found. If you or a loved one are sought by Dorsha, it is advised to grieve and find peace through acceptance. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes you can elevate middling material. Bruce Campbell is obviously the most famous for being the B-movie king. But if it's just a terrible script, then nothing will save it. Okay, so if anyone reports feelings of dread and that they're being pursued, and they're seeing things out the corners of their eye, they're fucked, basically. Leprechaun. Oh, okay. Not quite the jolly green fellow we're used to seeing. Wow, wow, wow. Small humanoids covered in long brown hair that are known for consuming common household valuables. Their appetite for precious metals can also cause long-term damage to heaters, furnaces, and other common appliances if they're not properly protected. They can also directly cause harm to humans, where they have... God, what is wrong with me? Oh, I even went to bed early last night. Where they have medical implants such as braces, crowns, or joint replacements. Yanking out your hip replacement. They'll move on to other feeding grounds on their own once they run out of food. But you can require physical capture via the pest control services. Neighbours' doorway? Fuck. Neighbours' doorways are door frame-like structures that can often appear in basements or cellars. They are known to cause confusion if stepped through, as well as parallelism. Okay, don't know what that is. They do not cause direct harm to humans, but if stepped through, resulting parallelism will often result in unwanted household activity, such as altered behaviour or perceived missing memories in the human who comes through the other side. Yeah. It's kind of amazing how many fae folk have been, like, washed down into, like, cartoon characters for kids. Like leprechauns and fairies and all that sort of stuff. They're actually pretty horrific. Neighbours' doorways are tricky to remove without accidentally putting one's body through them and potentially triggering the parallel activity. It is advised to utilise the doorway removal services. One can prevent a neighbour's doorway from occurring by practicing mindfulness and not letting one's mind wander towards wishing for alternate life paths. Okay. Oh, the puka. Is this like the horse that insults you? No, that's not a horse that insults you. Pukas are shapeless creatures that commonly inhabit homes in the shape and likeness of a household pet. They are known for their tendency to replace common pets such as dogs or cats, who stay away from my boy, and live in their place to watch homeowners eat and sleep. Homeowners with pukas frequently report unusual or frightening pet behaviour. Yeah. Oh. I think we cut off just before it started barking. They're relatively harmless, but the discarded bodies of household pets they leave behind over time can create other pests and disease hazards within the home. Foul smell signifies decay. The discarded bodies should be found and removed immediately. Pukas can be encouraged to leave a home by not drawing attention to their activities. They thrive on the attention they receive from frightened homeowners, so refrain from screaming or yelling when surprised by them, and make attempts to ignore their presence whenever possible. Yeah, good call. Oh, reanimation. Yeah. Reanimations are any deceased remains of living creatures capable of moving on their own. Homeowners of reanimations commonly report foul smells, soil being tracked inside the home, and large holes in the ground appearing near or around the home. When they've dug their way out, I assume. They can spread a variety of dangerous diseases and parasites. so don't get near them. They are commonly used to inflict direct violence against homeowners. Or zombies, basically. And they're incredibly adept at hiding and waiting for vulnerable moments. Their pursuit is slow but relentless, so relocation is not necessary or advisable. Just contact any friends, neighbours or strangers that my homeowner may have recently sighted and make peace or bargain. My homeowner may have recently slighted. Okay. Oh, here's the Spriggan that was causing all the other stuff. Apparently there's the Spriggan. Are they in this photo? Maybe they're out there somewhere. I've killed plenty of you in Skyrim. Yeah. Yeah, isn't it the thing where you put like iron bars across your windows? Will help keep them out or something? That's the whole film about. I think it's a film called The Hallow, I think it is, where a guy buys a house in the, like the edge of the woods that's inhabited by Fae. And he has like iron bars all across his window and stuff that he removes, and then it all goes downhill from there. Spriggans are small green humanoids with leaf-like... Oh, they're small. I was expecting like big human-sized leaf-like coatings on their bodies. They're rarely seen... Oh my god. They are rarely seen in households and reside primarily inside trees. They are known to act violently upon homeowners when provoked, however. Homeowners affected by Spriggans commonly report rapid vine growth in and around their homes and the feeling that the trees are watching them. Yeah, it definitely is that. Just, oh man, we just kill your pet and then try and jump scare you. Bastard. Spriggans are incredibly dangerous, and physical contact with one will result in the growth of a sprig tree within the affected individual. Which is what happened to that teenager. They cannot be persuaded to leave the home once provoked, however you can take precautions to avoid provoking them. Refrain from moving trees, flowers or weeds on your property. Do not ever kill or hunt down wildlife within view of your home. Do not eat any wild fruit or vegetable that may grow on your property. Consider making offers of water each night, left in a clean dish on your porch. Well, that's right then, we should be alright. We did remove a ton of brambles when we moved into this house. But we also planted a lot more stuff. And we keep the garden growing over. And we haven't removed any trees. We have pruned a few trees, but we haven't removed any. So hopefully I'm safe from a Spriggan. Troll. Yep, that's a troll. That's the sound of air. A giant 12-foot tall nocturnal creatures not normally seen in the home. During the winter they will deflate their bodies in order to fit inside homes and steal warm materials such as blankets or articles of clothing. Homeowners infested with the troll or feet can report missing clothes or claim to hear the shrill sounds of air escaping in the middle of the night. They're very dangerous to humans when startled, because they can just inflate their bodies back up to 12 feet in a matter of seconds. And the skin is incredibly durable and will smash through the ceilings of most homes when fully inflated. Do not ever approach a troll. Yeah, because they just inflate themselves. Death by inflation. An active troll will leave by morning once it has secured its bounty. It's recommended to install repelling fixtures such as UV lights to prevent future break-ins. Just leave it out, a blanket outside. Warlock remnant. Oh yeah, that's not good. Warlock remnants are a residual presence often left behind by former warlocks, most commonly inhabiting older households, castles, or underground dwellings. They often report objects moving on their own, the sound of hostile warning whispers, or sighting bearded figures in reflected surfaces. Warlock remnants, while a hostile presence, are mere echoes of their former selves and are generally harmless. Their ability to manipulate small household objects can prove hazardous to less cautious homeowners, however. That's the joke I originally thought of, the troll one. I was too busy reading it to make it though. I got distracted by it inflating itself. Homeowners can purge the remnant from the home with the use of a CD stone, but the journey to retrieve one is long and perilous and not recommended. If a warlock remnant proves sufficiently hazardous or inconvenient, it's highly recommended for homeowners to simply relocate. Yep, just get used to seeing the bearded man. And yet that definitely is someone's fetish. Anyway, while we're here, we'll have a look at the wine sprite. Subspecies of sprite known for consuming wine. They are small, large-eyed, winged creatures with translucent skin. They're used to drink. Commonly report broken glasses and their wine having a rotten taste and smell. Yeah, so she specifically mentions that something's in our wine cellar, all our Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays. And there's a bunch of broken bottles on the floor. Stupid thing that's probably getting loaded. So yeah, I think it is a wine sprite given the direct reference to the wine. Wine sprite. There you go, Brittany. You actually got off fairly well. Just got to trap it with some wine. Hope you enjoyed listening to that music the whole time while I was reading all those things. I'm assuming you're going to get a call from someone who's pissed that I gave him the wrong detail. Yep, there he is.
Hey, yeah, thanks for nothing. I called again recently about some kitchen noises, and your people once again
Oh,
sent
that's
me
the pipe
bad
pop
info.
guy there.
Maybe vet your people better. I'll be going for help elsewhere. Now we're having power outages, so who knows what this thing in our house has got into now. Goodbye.
I don't know what that was, to be fair. Power outages, I don't know. Maybe it was a boggart again. Ruth.
So,
A bit close to the camera.
I think something may have died inside my desk. It stinks to high heavens, and something is leaking out of it. I had to lock the door to my office since my kids are overly curious about the smell, so I need to know what to do about this as soon as possible.
You might have wood secretions. I think kids... There's something about kids would smell
Please
smell nice
hold.
to kids or something like that. Yeah, this foul odor will be interpreted as a sweet candy-like smell to them. I just thought it was too similar to the guy who complained about the bowl of cream, because that guy said he did follow the instructions. Yeah, right. Well, he's gonna die, so whoops. So yeah, so wood secretions variously can form from wood. She talks about her desk. You've mistreated your desk. Stinks to high heaven, something's leaking out of it. Yeah. I had to lock the door as my kids are overly curious about the smell. Yeah, it's kind of like smell to kids. Don't ingest it, because that will translate your flesh. Yeah, I do like a good Pinot Noir, to be fair. Chardonnay, I can take a leave. I started, they'll continue indefinitely. Vending wood should be braced entirely. You need to scrap your desk, I'm afraid. Refrain from scratching, knocking, or banging on wooden surfaces. Do not ever... Oh yeah, this is one where you're not supposed to shout at wood. I think I've ever shouted at wood. Who shouts at wood? Well, that definitely sounds like it. You got something leaking out your wooden... It's just a desk, presumably made of wood. And your kids are super into the smell, so... You got wood secretions. Get rid of your desk. It's like right underneath the last one. What if, I don't suppose it will tell me what the right answers were to the one I got wrong, which is a bit annoying. I don't want to Google it now. Howard.
I think there's someone watching me. Outside, something is moving around in the trees, and I can never get a good look at them, but I know they're out there. I've seen their eyes. I don't know who they are, but the police were no help. They just asked me stupid questions like if I mowed my lawn recently or if I ate fruit in public or something, and told me to call you.
Oh, I think you got a
Hoping
Spriggan.
you'll be more helpful.
Yeah, because it doesn't like you eating fruit. And like cutting grass and shit. Ooh.
Please hold.
Spriggan. Let's have a look. Yeah, the feeling that the trees are watching them. Something moving around the trees. I can never get a good look at them. Do not eat any wild fruit or vegetable that may grow on your property. So he's talking about if you ate fruit in public. And he was obviously cutting the grass. Yeah. I've seen their eyes. So I think this guy's got a Spriggan, given what the police have been saying to him and the fact that the trees appear to be watching him. And yeah, the whole like, did you eat fruit where the Spriggan might see you? Or did you cut the grass? Or anything like that. Maybe. To be fair, it could just be the game getting super weird. Offers of water each night. Yeah, you need to appease the Spriggan dog. Spriggan. There we go. Pretty sure on that one. Just thank your lucky stars it's not a Dorsha. Have we got another prank call? No, it's Jay.
My brother told me to call this number, but I don't know why. Things have never been better around here.
Oh, you got autumn
My
vines.
brother says he doesn't like the way the leaves move. The way they grow around the house like a warm embrace. Things are good here, brother. Things are good. Would you tell my brother that things are good?
Yeah, you have autumn vines. You got these growing around your house, and you sound very crazily blissful.
Please hold.
So let me perhaps give this packet to your brother. Orange or red leaves that grow over a house. Yeah. She's definitely sounded blissful. You've been having accidents due to your bliss? Where they grow around the house, yeah. It's definitely growing around the house. Things are good. Yeah, you got autumn vines. That one's screaming at me. And there are worse problems to have. And yeah, that's true. And yeah, the whole Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. Pinot Noir is a red wine. I think it's like drier end of the red wines. I don't have it too often. I tend to prefer white wine anyway. Chardonnay is a white wine, but it's a sweeter end of white wines, I remember, whereas I prefer a dry, like a Sauvignon Blanc. Not that I'm an alcoholic or anything. Anyway. Jill.
Hi. Do you know how I got here? I'm not where I should be. Please, I was told that you could help me. My family. They aren't my family. I don't know what's happened. Please tell me how to get back to my family.
Okay. So she's lost that sense of self.
Please
I wonder if it's
hold.
that neighbour's door. They're going to cause confusion. Yeah, or perceived missing memories in the human who comes to the other side. So I reckon it's like parallelism is like you're almost like your mind is chunked into a separate parallel dimension. So she could have like gone in there where her family isn't her family. She was like either born to another family or she married another man or something like that. That's my my best guess. Because it's not like she can't remember her family. She just doesn't like think that that's her family. She's like thinks someone else is her family. So I don't think it's a memory wisp. Because she can't. Well, it's not as though she's talking about she can't remember their face. She's just acting like it just isn't her family anymore. So I suspect that she's walked through a neighbour's doorway. My best guess so far, but let's have the usual flick down. Oh god, yeah, if that is Carol, she's going to bust through our screen. Beat me to death while saying Shakespearean things at me. not much actually influences the mind. Usually just little fellas coming into the house. Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be this neighbour's doorway. Lucky for us over here, we have a green recycling bin out the front that we just pour everything in and it gets collected on Tuesday, so we can hide our sins by just pouring it in there. I can't think of anything else that would influence to this sort of degree. It's either going to be this or a memory wisp, but I don't think it's a memory wisp because it's doing something slightly different. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the neighbour's doorway. You walk through a doorway in your cellar, and now you don't know who your family is. Toodaloo. At this rate, you might need to do another session of this, because I am keen on finishing this off, because I am very much enjoying it. I know it's putting Dave the Diver on pause for a little bit, but there's plenty of time to polish that off. Yeah, we try and drink only once a week, but then Saturdays roll around and quite often
there's
happens.
this awful smell of rotten eggs coming from my dining room, and when I looked to see what it was, I saw this awful, disgusting pile of crap on my dinner table. It's quite big too, which has me worried that whatever produced this might still be in the house, because who knows how big this thing is. I mean, my dog can't even lay down something that big.
Please hold.
Fae Feast doesn't like smell of rotten eggs, does it? No, because there's supposed to be various edible food substances. So my immediate thought was, oh yeah, Christmas is usually crazy for that. So my immediate thought was the trash gnome. It's, yeah, often report the smell of rotten eggs, finding large clumps of fur throughout the house. She didn't actually say what it was. Sourcing awful pile of crap. She didn't actually say that it was shit. I mean, pile of crap is a generic term. It could just be clumps of fur. So that ticks the rotten eggs thing, but it's definitely not Fae Feast because that's supposed to be edible things. And yeah, if it was rotten, she'd be having worse things. It's just the fact that it was on the dinner table, you know. But there was no indication of like that it was food or anything. Toilet hole, some different toilet hole. I don't think of anything else that smells like rotten eggs. You smell like rotten eggs? No. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's just like a clump of fur and trash on the middle of the table. Yeah, let's go for it. I mean, we've been knocking them out left and right, I think, this time, so we can afford one wrong one. So, even then, I don't think it's that wrong. But, the rotten eggs just rather stand out. And like I say, the dining room link made me think of Fae Feast, but I don't think that would ever smell like rotten eggs. Because it's just like the food and flour and fungi. And that'll be fun to just eat, because you have to eat it. Paul.
Hey, yeah, Paul here. I'm not sure what to do anymore. My kids can't sleep at night. I've been spraying about 50 different kinds of pesticides all over the place, washed and scrubbed all the bed sheets as much as frickin' possible, and every night it's the same story. Bunch of itchy kids with nightmares waking up at 4 a.m. and begging to sleep in Papa's bed. I'm fresh out of ideas.
Bunch of itchy kids with nightmares. Yeah. Yeah.
Please hold.
If we have to do another session when we finish this last day off or something, that's fine, you know. I mean, I'm really enjoying this. So itchy kids, I mean, bed teeth is... Let's go with itching, but it doesn't say anything about nightmares or anything. And he said he'd been scrubbed and washed, and that still didn't do anything, so it's definitely not bed teeth. Yeah. Sounds like someone told him it was bed teeth, you know. Bed bugs, let's have a look. Some of the itchiness. Yeah, he just say they've resisted most common pesticides. I mean, nightmares may just be a red herring. But let's have a quick look down, because the other things it could be would be like Dreamweaver. Nah, because you'd obviously see the webs. I don't think it'll be ticks, because that would be in like the grass. There would have been a mention to that. I think bed bugs, because he mentioned he's been spraying like 50 kinds of pesticides and it's still happening. I think that's probably a lean towards bed bugs. These things don't cause nightmares. Well, they cause you to dream about webs, but there's no indication that they would cause itchiness, and the webs will be obvious because they weave large webs. So I don't think it's Dreamweaver. Anything else that might interfere with sleep? I don't think it's the hag, because she steals breath. She doesn't like cause itchiness. I was expecting him to say, you know, they're waking up gasping for breath or something, but no. So I don't think it's that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It doesn't directly point to itchiness, it's more fevers, headaches and chills. So I think that would be more like noticeable kind of thing. And the fact that he's talking about washing bed sheets is very specific to beds. I think that's how this game works. You've got to like pick up on the keywords. I mean, bed bugs would probably give kids nightmares anyway, if they're like feeling stuff crawling all over them. I don't think there's anything else that specifically... I have something in the back of my head that one of these things relates to nightmares, but I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. Hobb. Yeah, well, that's just YouTube again. I mean, it could also be my internet. It's been randomly dropping over the last few days, but usually for a significant amount of time, so I suspect this one's probably just YouTube. It's probably just the nature of streaming, unfortunately. Laundry line, memory wisp. None of these things cause nightmares. I don't think there is anything that causes nightmares in this sort of thing. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards, because all the pesticide thing is such a specific point to make, and we've had so many weird ones that it's about time we got one that was actually just a regular thing, even though I'm pretty sure do bed bugs have resistance to the majority of common pesticides? Because that's quite horrible. Don't get them so often over here, thankfully. Ahoy, hoy. Charles.
Okay, you want to explain to me what the week to ask why my home heater has been having issues, and nothing's changed after following the instructions you sent me. Be quiet. I know your teeth hurt, but Daddy's on the phone right now. Anyway, we're still freezing our butts off over here, so tell me what the hell is happening right now so I can get this fixed properly.
I think you might have a leprechaun that's yanked out your kid's braces. Oh.
Please hold.
Okay, as the leprechaun specifically says that it can take things out of... yeah, damage to heaters. Metallic imprints such as braces. Oh god, I don't like that. This little humanoid thing has torn out your kid's braces out of his mouth. Fuck me. That's horrific. As someone who had braces growing up, it's just horrible. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just, bed bugs are persistent little fuckers, aren't they? Still getting over this leprechaun thing. Right, I don't think there's anything else that specifically interferes with electrical equipment like that. It's usually just like power outages rather than messing with a specific thing. And the kid crying because of its teeth hurt, I feel like is a big indication as well. It's a horrific one. But yeah. I don't think there's anything else that would interfere with a heater like that. There isn't anything like feeds on electricity or something. Yeah, it's just... what's the solution to this one? Oh yeah. You need physical capture by the pest control services. So you called the right people. Because fuck me, that's horrific. Feed some Lucky Charms, and that'll make it go away. Horrific. Haven't had that prank call yet, Edward.
I think some pranksters might be giving my wife and I a run for our money. Lately, my wife's clothes have started going missing, and at night I keep hearing this strange whoopee cushion type sound coming from outside. I tried to scare the kids off by keeping the porch lights on at night and putting out a neighborhood watch sign, but I think they're onto my tricks. Do you have any advice you can send me?
Yeah, the whoopee cushion type noise is... which is air escaping, which is the troll deflating itself, isn't it?
Please hold.
Yeah, there's so many that are like, look, it's just gonna happen. Just let it happen. What's with the troll? Oh yeah, you need UV lights. You've been putting the porch lights on, but I highly doubt you've got UV porch lights. So it takes your clothes, yeah, missing clothes, or the shrill sounds of air escaping. So it's a whoopee. Somehow it makes it less intimidating knowing that the 12-foot troll deflating noise is literally just... Because I mean, the other thing that the clothes disappeared was the closet labyrinth, I believe. Missing clothes, but that's the sound of distant cries coming from their closet, not the sound of... So, you got a troll. For fuck's sake, don't approach it. Yeah, just give it your wife's clothes and then it'll leave. Secure UV lights. I'd probably like put UV lights around and then maybe just put some like old clothes on a table or something near one of the windows. Or wherever it's getting in to hopefully just like do you lose some cheap clothes and then the troll pisses off kind of thing. My worst nightmare, flatulent trolls. Okay. that was fast. Sheila.
Hello, I saw your
Hello.
commercial and I thought I would call just in case you might know what's going on. I was recently putting on my kettle for a bit of afternoon Earl Grey when I heard this awful buzzing sound coming from the cupboard. I looked around inside, but I couldn't find anything but a few loose tea leaves.
Oh, what's the tea
I'm
spray?
quite concerned about the hornets and the bees and the like because I'm quite allergic to their stings, you know. So I just wanted to know if there's anything I should be worried about right now. My hearing isn't what it used to be, after all.
Honestly, we may just have to pause Day of the Diver for another week.
Please
Because I want to finish
hold.
this off. So we might next week we might start again with this and do the last day and then Day of the Diver. So I'm afraid diving may end up being delayed because we've only got half an hour left in the stream. But we'll see. We're probably gonna load it up and then time to end. So I'm afraid it may just be another session of this, but I'm being a little selfish on this one because I really like this game. Oh well, your networking error, but it's all about tea. Earl Grey's tea, tasty tea. Oh, I can't fancy a cup of Earl Grey now. Those tea leaves, yeah. You got a tea sprite, pretty obviously tea sprite. Tea sprite. There we go. How many callers are we getting today? Everyone's packing in on the Saturday. Oh, one of these weird ones. Christy.
Hi, we need some medical help. I'm not exactly sure what to say since I talked to our family practitioner already.
Yeah, I guess the point.
But he said to call here, so we've been having some trouble sleeping. I thought it was just me, but both my husband and I started feeling
Yeah,
shortness
you
of
got
breath
a
around
bed
the same
hag.
time. I'm worried about something spreading through our house since our kids all have asthma and some particularly severe allergies. We tried washing all the bed sheets in the house, but that didn't really help much. Thankfully, the kids haven't had any issues yet, so could you help us out sooner rather than later?
Yeah, shortness of breath. It's only affecting you. They're not
Please hold.
influencing the children yet. Oh, yeah, you're still doing that. So, I think that's definitely a bed hag because it stole their breath. And it doesn't seem to be. I mean, you need to get rid of it before it does start going. I mean, they washed all the beds. That didn't really help. Both you and your husband, yeah, because you're sleeping in the same bed. So, bed hag. Yeah, I mean, we might be able to finish this one off today, and then we can just Day of the Dive from the top next time. Depends how long the last day takes, whether it's actually a day or whether it's just like an ending cutscene. Bed hag. We're given this was running on for quite some time. Still getting network errors. Carla.
So, I've been hearing
That sounds like the whistling fungus.
For a while. Not exactly sure what it is, but I've been having a hard time sleeping at night because of this sound. Can you hear that? It's been non-stop lately. I've replaced all of my smoke detector batteries and everything, but I
What
cannot
would
figure
that
out
do?
where the sound is coming from.
Oh, okay. In case you think the smoke detector is whistling at you.
Please hold.
I mean, that sounds a lot nicer than hers does, but...
So, I've been hearing...
It does sound like it, though. Yeah, it certainly does. Because that is, I can't think of anything else that would be like, that definitely sounds like someone whistling in the background. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut and go with a whistling fun guy. Yeah, it's definitely going. Like oh my god, this day's going on for a while. Yeah. Well, the sample whistle was much nicer, but it did say if they're whistling in harmony, then you need to leave immediately. So, and that didn't sound quite in harmony to me. Claire.
The pile keeps growing. Tell me how to get rid of it. The instructions you sent didn't work.
Okay,
It
you got Claire
smells
wrong.
so foul. I'm hearing angry voices coming from the walls. They keep telling me to eat it. Please.
Okay, it was the
I don't wanna
faces. It
eat
didn't say anything about
Don't
rotten
make
eggs
me
though.
eat.
Didn't say anything about the rotten eggs. Why would it smell like rotten eggs? It was made of like corn flour. I guess the dining table was supposed to be the indication. But we knew we were a bit unsure about that one anyway. But I figure we've at least got like 70% right. Unless we're just waiting for another call for someone to tell me that I got it wrong. Which is entirely possible. Rachel.
Hello? Can you help me? There's this terrible smell in my house, and I can't figure out where on earth it's coming from. I think it's upsetting my puppy Meatball, too. He's really been acting up lately.
Yep, you got a puka.
I can hardly blame him. It smells so terribly rotten. Please, can you help?
Yeah, I hate to break it to you,
Please
but
hold.
Meatball's dead. So yeah, dog's been acting up lately. The discarded body is hidden behind other pests. This foul smell indicates decay, and the discarded body should be found and removed immediately. Dog's acting up, and there's a horrible smell in the house. Yeah, I think that's Puka. Yeah, unusual pet behavior. You got yourself Puka there, I'm afraid. Sorry about your dog. Yeah, Saturday is going on for a while. Oh god, him again. Okay, you're a smart mouse. Good to know. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, look at that accuracy. 92.3076. Nice. Okay, so I think we only got one wrong, which, pretty good. Given that we were skating some of them. Right. What I think we'll do is we'll, well, I think this is the last night. So we'll crack on with it. If I run a bit longer, that's fine. Congratulations. Currently making all the necessary preparations for impending dissension, assuming you pass the trial. Okay. And we got a coupon for the Glamour Stone. Well, you're too tired to concentrate and you simply want to look your best without the stress. Here to put you at ease. There's a 99.9% reliability rating with our protective seal. Wham glam, thank you, ma'am. Wow. What a discount. We got shakshuka today. That tasty paprika thingamajig. Oh, this is where you can look through all the entries. Why is this here? Oh, that's the hole. Let's see if we actually get a day of work, or if we just descend. Oh god, I don't like all the speckling. Oh. Thy trial hath begun. Oh, don't phrase it like that. I like Carol. That's not Carol. We are followers of our queen. We are many. We are above. We are followers of our queen. What are we?
Please hold.
Followers of our queen. We are many, we are above. We are followers of our queen. It's got to be bees, right? Because they're queen bee, and they are many, and they live above the soil. So I'm assuming that's bees. Bees. We are many, we are above. We are followers of our queen. This is weird. I don't really know how to, like, deal with this. Bees. Freddie Mercury fans. Showcase thy knowledge. Well, we're descending, so I'm assuming that was right. Thy knowledge. Hello again. Is it going to be the same guy? No, this guy's a bit... I am not living, yet I clatter. I am small, I am weak. I serve my purpose, then I die. What am I? You are an animation.
Please
Because it's a little
hold.
doll that it's like steals things and causes mischief and then stops once it's achieved its objective. So that was easy. Animation. Let's hope I'm right. Yep, going deeper. This is so weird. You guys have to wait so long between calling me. I am the beggar, I am the encroacher of the dry, I am a friend to the water of the sky. What
Please
am I?
hold.
You are a... what's it called? Rain nymph. Because you're the one that, like, begs to come in. You're an encroacher of the dry, that people are indoors. And you're a friend to the water of the sky, the rain nymph. Rain nymph. Ugh. Press on, employee. Hi. Just gonna message Nina that the stream may go on a bit longer than anticipated. While I wait for a call. Ahoy hoy. I am the harbinger of death. I am the bringer of pestilence. I am forever the nuisance. What am I? The housefly. Housefly. Gotta be. Bringer of death. The harbinger of death, even, because they fly around dead things. And he brings that feeling of death. The bringer of pestilence, because the flies spread disease. And forever the nuisance, because it's a fly.
Please hold.
That's my best guess. Plans for today, we're just chilling. It's been a busy week, so we're just chilling. I'm going to have some tasty shakshuka and bread in the evening, and that's about it. That's about as far as we've planned today. But we haven't got any plans for the rest of today. So, if the stream runs a bit long, it's fine. We'll just finish off this game, and then we'll leave it there. Housefly. I'm pretty sure that's right. I guess we'll find out. Rejoice, okay, I'm guessing that was right. Oh, that was fast. I seek the domains of those who have too much. Step within, then lose their way. Okay, that's the closet labyrinth.
Please hold.
Because it said something about like gold and stuff you shouldn't walk in. Seek the domains of those who have too much. Tends to go into rich people's houses, I'm pretty sure. Step within and they lose their way. What am I? Pretty sure that's the closet labyrinth. It says something specifically about people that wear gold, I think. Oh, we're getting down lower. Expand thy mind. Oh. Good or bad? We are companions of the gardens. We compel those who tread to tread no longer. What are we? Companions of the gardens. We compel those who tread to tread no longer.
Please hold.
Compel those to tread no longer. This one stumped me a little bit. I wish I could look at that thing again. But that's why it was separate, because you were supposed to have a look through. Oh. Could be seedling. Because they obviously grow in gardens and things. And we haven't, these seem to be doing ones that we haven't submitted yet. And false rosebush doesn't compel anyone, it just eats them. The companions of the gardens make you think they grow in there. Again, it could be ticks, because they live in gardens and then you get sick and you don't go in. It's definitely a cult. I'm just going to try seedlings. Screw it. I have a better... And I can't remember the seedlings one, so that probably doesn't help. Let's try it. Let go thy stilted soul. Okay, am I doing well or am I doing badly? Ooh, hey you weird spider face. I am the dancer, I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. What the fuck? Kind of has that feel to it, yeah. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. The dancer, the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. The forsaken oil and the careless light. What am I?
Please hold.
A very good question. The dancer, the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. Oh, it's a house fire. Because you can have like dancing flames, the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. You know, like a fuel in a match. That's my best guess anyway. I can't think of anything else. I was trying to think of things that would be like cause accidents or something, but I think it's a house fire. Because the forsaken oil and the careless light is fire. It's the match that lights the fire. And it consumes, it dances, it brings destruction. And the reckless, people playing with fire. I think that's yeah. Descend. What is going on? Am I doing it right or not? I don't know. We sort of went upside down and now we're back again. I'm the seeker. I'm the one who delivers. That's Dorsha.
Please
He
hold.
was all about delivery, that man. And they even said he is the one who delivers, so. Okay, that didn't change the screen though. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that it's stuck on descend?
Hello. Supervisor Carroll here. We've been watching you closely. For all this time, you have been providing excellent and accurate answers to our callers. These acts will not go unrewarded.
Okay.
And I'm pleased to report that you have qualified for a promotion. Please stand by while I prepare thy promotion.
Okay, Carol. Good to know you've got your glowing crystal there that I can get a discount on. I can't remember what it's called now.
Promotion in progress.
Hi, Carol. You're looking a bit different. I'm being promoted. Ooh, wow! Look at my look. Ooh, this is nice. This is the kind of promotion that we want, isn't it? Is that Carol?
Please, be not afraid. Come close.
Oh, you turned me into a fey being. Yeah, that's Carol. Very pretty makeup. And here is my crown of mushrooms.
Congratulations. All hail our new junior supervisor.
This is not how I was expecting the credits to roll. Good job, Courtney King Lives. You crushed that roll. You can see like other people putting on different voices because there were multiple people. Kiri Monks was answering machine / hag. What a roll. Well, I really enjoyed that. I don't know how well everyone enjoyed that, but I really liked this game. This was really fun for me. It's my kind of weirdness, and I like picking it apart and trying to figure out, you know, what was what. I think it was only one day we didn't get the coupon. I just want to check whether it starts us again from the beginning or human DNA confirmed. Ooh, we've got things. Cool training. But yeah, I know if you get it wrong, they turn you into one of those smart mice, which is why it was, I think, why we had Dave talking to us, because it cuts and you like look down at your hands and you've got mouse hands. I just want to know what these options are that we've. Ooh, post-descent manipulations available after promotion. Unemployment immunity, always display accuracy, and add button to skip call wait time. Let's get these bad boys on. I mean, we have 5 minutes. I might just load up another day, but we're just gonna have a poke around before we close. But yeah, so we didn't get any. I assumed we'd sort of whip through the last few days, but they really went on. But yeah, I'll have a look through some little bits now. But next week we'll be back to Dave the Diver after our little unexpected side note. Hopefully it means you invest enough in the game to be curious about its development. Into the game's art, development process, and all the human messiness that it entails. Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual. I have no idea. I could scour its pages constantly. Very much wanted to make a game about the pure joy experience flipping through a bestiary. To be fair, I've actually written before in reviews and given people thumbs up and points for including a bestiary in their games, so I can totally tell where this is coming from. Bestiaries are one of my favourite parts of video games, because it's where you can like insert so much cool little lore and snippets and like learn more about the monsters rather than just like carving them up. First attempt to go into a game around bestiaries was titled Bestiary. Found a game which you play as a researcher testing dead bodies and monster corpses. Attempt to write an accurate bestiary entry for them. Never made it past the conceptual stage. Wasn't happy with this direction, it was rather art heavy, seemed too generic and felt little like the activity that inspired it. Yeah. I mean, it would have been a nice little flash game. Ooh. They get jobs as actors at a local theme park called Evermore Park. And he puppeteered the big monster called the Faking. The Faking what? A lot of informational freedom, stretching some creative muscles. Left a substantial creative void. During the pandemic, I wrote up a new design document called 1-800-Bestiary, a game about answering calls for a hotline that prescribes solutions to various kind of monster infestations. Oh yeah, yeah, that the old school, like, tabletop game manuals, are always awesome. They're like proper volumes, aren't they? Yeah, so one of my favorite things to do is just flick through the D&D monster manuals, and just like learning about all these weird things, and it's just how many of them have like infiltrated into other games. Like the one of like the earliest games I can remember playing was Heroes of Might and Magic 3, which has one of its creatures is a beholder, which is obviously a big eye with loads of little eyes and loads of tentacles that shoots lasers. And then I flicked through the RPG, like the D&D monster manual, and lo and behold, that's where the beholder comes from. It's just like sort of spread out from that book into like loads of other places. The hope was with the cooler angle, I'll be able to wrangle a bunch of actor friends into a fun and quick project. 1-800-Bestiary remained on the back burner for another 3 years. Oh, yeah, very true. I released a horror game called Night Signal. It didn't perform great financially. It seemed to resonate with those in YouTube's comment sections. Who reads those? I'm a weak human who craves validation. I'd reach each and every comment as it came in. Reminded him of something called analog horror, and he fell down the analog horror rabbit hole. Yep, analog horror is fun. Gemini Home Entertainment in particular became a favourite. I've not even heard of that. There's more subject approach in presenting its horrors so matter-of-factly. Buried inside informational videos about mundane topics like wildlife and camping. Yeah, I do love stuff like that. There's like a YouTube channel or YouTube thing. I can't remember what it's called. It the Blue Channel or something like that. And they did like this mock advert for a drug called Thalassin, which is supposed to like you take it and it will cause like emotions in you. And then there's like an update where they've discovered a whole bunch of new emotions, and it quickly descends into being like really creepy and interesting. I love that kind of shit. I love horror presented just like matter-of-factly like this, because it's like the cool horror like tropes, but dished up as though they're supposedly just normal and things that everyone's supposed to get on with. And it quickly made me realise that the thing I love about horror is like the actual weirdness of it, less so the actual being scared by it, which is why I love games like this. Sorry, just bear with me just reading through this, but we should probably end it here. Otherwise I would just sit here and talk about this guy's life for the whole time. But we have reached time. So I am glad we got to finish this in the session, so it's not butting into next week's. And I hope you'll forgive me for going on a little tangent to play a game that I was really interested in. Next week it will be back to Dave the Diver as normal. Pretty sure I'm not doing anything next Saturday that would interrupt streaming. 15th. don't think so. Business as usual. And yeah, we'll crack on from there. So thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you same time next week. Goodbye.